Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of T-Dog RC. And today we have got a beast on the bench. Little bit of a story behind this. So we're going to be doing a quick unboxing video of this. This came last summer, and I actually ordered one of these. And I kept having a look on my Banggood account, and it kept saying that shipping was delayed, which is often the case with Banggood. And by the way, if you've not tried Banggood and you're not sure about using them, I'd highly recommend them. I've never had any issues with them. Sometimes just some stuff does take a little while to arrive, but other than that, I've never had any problems with Banggood, and I've ordered loads of stuff. So, you know, if you're looking at something on there and you think, oh, I'm not sure, just go for it and you'll be fine. I just use PayPal to pay for all my stuff. So yeah, anyway, eventually there was a knock on the door. Guy standing there with this big box. And I was like, what the heck is that? That's not surely what I've ordered. Anyway, I opened it up, and it turns out there was a Zeta FX79 Buffalo inside it. So I thought, well, I'll keep it. I don't know when I'm going to use it because it's pretty big, and at that point I wasn't really interested in wings. But as you know from watching a couple of episodes on my channel, I've started building a few wings. So I thought, now I've got the new workshop, I will dig this out and take a look at it, because it's going to be quite an interesting build, and I quite like the idea of having a big wing. So let's have a look what's in the box. It's been stored for just under a year now, but I think it's all in good condition. So let's get stuck in. So as you can see, the box is absolutely massive. So I'm not going to put that on the bench, but we'll get the components out and we'll take a look. So first thing is actually a nice manual. So Zeta Science FX79. So it's a 2-meter wingspan. So it's an absolute beast, and it's nearly a meter long. The body is as well. So 862 mils, and it says flying weight without the battery is 1 kilo. So it's not light either. They recommend metal gear servos. It runs on a 3S battery, but of course it can take huge batteries because it's got so much space in there and so much wing area. So you can put up to a 10,000 milliamp battery in this, which I imagine it'll just fly for hours on that. So I'm going to probably use 2 3S batteries to begin with anyway, and join them together with a parallel connector to give me 4,500 milliamps. It'll be around there, so that's what I'll give it a go. But also the motor I've got for this will fly on 4S as well. I mean, this isn't meant to be flown fast or anything like that, so 4S might be a bit over the top for it, but we'll see. We'll give it a go. But yeah, really nice instruction manual. This is a proper instruction manual, so that's nice to see. Oh, look at that. Upgraded 4S version. What do you know? Yeah, so there we go. This is perhaps talking about the PMP version, which I haven't got. This is just the kit version. Yeah, it tells you how to set it up. All the trims, etc. So yeah, that's really nice, and there's a couple of other pictures on the back there of some other stuff that they do. So yeah, good instructions there. That's good to see. Let's put those to one side. We have got a little accessory pack here. All sorts of bits and bobs in here. Whoop. So we have got a couple of wood pieces. I believe from watching some videos that one's obviously the motor mount. This one is like an equipment tray, so that sort of sits in the back of the fuselage. This one's a battery tray, and I think this one goes at the back of the plane, and that's just like an ESC protector to stop the foam from melting as the ESC gets hot. Nice that they've included some, these are obviously long leads for the elevons, so that's good. Usual Velcro battery strap there, and then various screws. These I assume are to put the wings on, and the wings fortunately are removable because 2 meters you're going to need to take these things to bits. And then some usual push rods. It does have, now the reason why there's 4 of these here, there is an option to add flaps. So if you watch my Bixler part 2 of learning how to fly RC planes, it's similar to that. So the flaps are kind of cut into the wings ready, but you don't have to use them. It's up to you whether you want to use them. But I think I am going to use them. I've got a fair few little servos knocking around, but it does, from what I've seen, it can come into land relatively quick. So I think the flaps will be quite nice to have on there. Yeah, and then some control horns. Now these, I'm not a fan of these control horns because these literally just go into a slot and glue in. So there's no mechanism for connecting them from the other side of the surface. So you'd have to roughen those up and use some epoxy or something like that, so you're absolutely sure they're not going to come out. But I might swap those for something else. So that's what's in the bag. So let's get the motor out. This isn't supplied with because I bought the kit version, so I've bought this extra, but I've just sort of gone on to Banggood and have a look what they recommend. So I have gone for quite a beast, obviously. Nice chunky motor. So this is a 3548 1100 kV. Sort of standard setup is around 800 to 900 kV, but I just thought I'd go for a little bit of extra power because I'm probably not, I'm not going to use this for long range flying out of sight because you can't really do that here in the UK. So I'm going to be just using this to fly around where I can see it. Obviously I will make it FPV, but I'm quite happy to have a little bit more speed out of it and sacrifice some of the time in the air. So yeah, that's my motor, and let's get into the main bits. Oh my god, this thing is ridiculous, it really is. Oh. Nicely packed. The box was pretty battered, and I have to admit I was a little bit brutal in my old place getting it up into the loft because it wouldn't actually fit through the loft hatch unless I got it at sort of a diagonal angle and a bit of brute force to get it up there, but probably shouldn't have done that, but there we go. But everything seems to be okay. I mean, this is nicely packed in bubble wrap. This is all sealed up, so let's get this open. I think I'm just going to cut this along the top. Wow, this thing is big. It is big. There's no question about that. So there's a couple of inserts here. Some sort of bays here. That's it. So first thing you'll note is the stickers are already applied. Now these are the flaps that I was talking about. So these are. Yeah, these are kind of ready to go, and they've actually secured it. So it's secured here. So there's you'd have to cut down there, and then the sticker is also going over this hinge line there. So you'd have to just cut the sticker there. But it's nice that the stickers are applied already. I like that. It's not very often you see that. Foam is just sort of standard EPO flying wing foam. Seems to be in good condition. Couple of little marks along the top here, but nothing to worry about there. And then you've got these 2 pull zip ties, actually they are. I mean, this is just a great big block of foam. It really is. There's a carbon fibre spar there. Presumably we've got to glue that in place, I should think. Motor mount is there, and then over the motor mount so you glue that ply plate onto this, I believe. And then you glue this in place, and it has got you glue the motor mount to this, and then you're going to glue that to the fuselage, and it's got these little lugs, if you can see those there, so it locates quite nicely in there. Same for the nose. This is a removable nose, so you can put all your camera and all that sort of stuff in there. And then that too has got these lugs in it, so that just slots in there. And then inside the fuselage, they've included the little fins. So let's have a look at these. So these are going to go. Yeah, and this canopy is quite a nice mechanism because it actually just clips onto this carbon bar. And when you pull on these, you pull in from the other side, so it's not like these aren't just glued in the top here, these go all the way through, so you can get quite a good grip on these and you're not just going to pull them out. So that's quite a neat way they've done the hatch there. And obviously once you've got the spar glued in place, that's going to clip on there. That's the second time I've done that. Yeah, these slide on here. So these are going to be glued in place like that. So these are all part of the fuselage, and then the wings go onto here. So this is kind of as small as it's going to get for transport. So yeah, that's the fuselage. Here's the wing. Let's get this open. Okay, so here's one of the wings. Again, stickers nicely applied. There's no wrinkles in these either actually, but as always I will go over these with my iron. Tips are okay as well, which is quite surprising given the amount of battering the box had, but yeah, they look fine. There's a plastic reinforcement there, and then there's also a carbon spar. This is already secured into place, this one, and this slots inside of this fuselage one, and then here you've got the ply joining piece, which is where your bolt goes through. So that's quite neat. And then there's a slot for your servo, of course, there, and then you just run the wires up here. Okay, so oh my god, this thing is just hitting all my other planes. This thing. Hang on, I've got to take this canopy off because it keeps falling off. This thing is an animal. It's an absolute animal. Look at the size of it. I mean, there's no way you are going to fly this, and if you're not registered and the police see you and say, oh, you're registered, and you go, no, this is under 250 grams, I don't need to be. That is not going to happen. So this is an absolute animal. But it looks pretty cool, I think. I quite like it. It's really easy to hand launch as well because it's so big it just glides. So you just throw it, let it glide, and then power up and off you go. So yeah, wow. Let's manoeuvre this back here. So in terms of the build, this is going to be a Maytec F405 flight controller build. I'll put iNav on there. DJI HD system. Not decided which to go for yet. I think I might try the new Nebula Pro Vista camera to go in this. Yeah, so what an animal. There's just so much. I mean, look at the space. I can get my entire hand in there for the battery bay. So you can put some massive batteries in this. There are two nice grips there for when you hand launch it. So just hold it like that, give it a good throw, and I've seen videos it just floats along, and then you just power up, and it's easy as that. So I will be doing a build video of this, and of course when we're out of lockdown I'll be doing a flight video as well. So yeah, that's it unboxed. Oh, let me just show you the prop. The prop I'm going to be using for this is it's a 12x6 prop. So it's quite a decent sized prop. So this is why when you throw it, you want to just let it glide and then just power up, because this is a big prop swinging on the back here. So pretty easy to get your hand caught in that. So there we are. That's this beast unboxed. Blimey, I'm almost out of breath from unboxing that. It's so big. There will be a build video of this, and there'll also be a flying video when we're eventually out of lockdown, which hopefully won't be too long now. So we're just coming into March. Well, we've got a week to go before it's March. I think sort of mid-March they might start letting people go out and do some outdoor activities. As soon as they say you can go and play golf, which I don't play golf, for me that means I can go back down to the flying field hopefully, because I can't see why people are allowed to play golf and you can't go and stand on your own in a field and fly a plane. So there we are. So thanks a lot for watching as always. If you're into RC planes, RC tech, FPV, traditional, nitro planes, and of course electric planes, then subscribe to the channel to see more content of me unboxing things, talking about tech, flying as well, because I'm one of these people that I don't just build things and then you never see me fly them. I do take them down the flying field and fly them as well, so you get to see all that. So yeah, thanks a lot. Like and subscribe. I probably already just said that, but I'm losing track of what I'm saying, so I'm going to go, and I'll see you soon next time.